thing, you know what I mean? Hope everybody's doing all right. Let me make sure everything is copacetic here, you know what I mean? But so I'm off work today and thing, you know what I mean? And I'm like sitting around. Living alone, you do a lot of thinking, you know what I mean? And one of the things I've been thinking about a lot lately, right, is being an immigrant. When I first came to America, I realized the differences right away, you know what I mean? I went from a predominantly black country and I was in the mountains of Kentucky where I'm like a stark minority. You know, you notice things like that. You notice things like you're not able to understand their type of English, you know what I mean? And then you get kind of used to stuff and you don't see differences as much as you sort of, it's not so much an assimilation, it's survival more than anything else. And but lately, man, lately you just see the differences. And I don't know if it's getting older, understanding more. It's just people do things and they say things, bad and good, and you go, well, that's just so different to how I would react to a situation. Like, I'm pretty calm. Most people where I'm from was calm. Even during the revolution, even during the invasion, people were still relatively calm. You know, and they they deal with situations without getting to. I'm not saying there's not people who didn't blow off the handle. My dad blew off the handle all the time. But most people are like calm and they deal with stuff in it, you know. I don't know if it's because it's a third world country. So we sort of deal with adversities different. Like I see so many people fly off the handle where I work over the simplest things. It's like just the other day, this woman had an issue. And she was talking to the lady up front. The lady that she was talking to was a white lady, and she was a black lady. And the lady was telling her, well, hold on a second. The co-worker was telling her, hold on a second, I'm fixing it for you. And this woman was just going on and off and carrying on. You know what I mean? So the co-worker finally said, well, slow down a minute, you know what I mean? I'm fixing it for you, just hold on. And the first thing that this lady went is, you wouldn't talk to me like that if I wasn't black. You know. She's just angry for no reason. See that kind of stuff on a daily basis. And it's just not that only. I saw another guy came into the store with a dog. Dog is just barking and barking and barking and barking. So the manager tells him to leave, and you know, because the dog is disturbing the other people in there. And he said, it's a service dog. And dude get angry. F-bombs everywhere. I'll take you outside and do this to you. Take a bunch of stuff and toss it off the ground and walk away. When all he could have done was leave, take the dog home, come back, because he lived in walking distance. Do his business, end of the story. There's a prevailing sort of feeling that people think they can just do whatever they want. It's their right to do anything. It's their right to say anything. Yesterday I was having a conversation with a couple of younger people, and one guy who I know supports the right faction of the political spectrum, saying everybody's so offended. And I said, you can say what you want, but if you're saying stuff that offends people, like the N-word, a lot of people think it's okay for me to say the N-word, you know what I mean? I don't see why they should get offended, and it's all of that. It's like there's no thought of other people's feelings whatsoever. And it might just be where I live, the little area where I live, but every day I'm seeing the differences. And I'm thinking, and it's got nothing to do with me being older. because it's like that where I'm from still. So I talk to my brother all the time, and he tells me, and I've seen videos. I saw a video where we were having carnival, and there was a drunk woman there, right? And of course, guys are gonna act thirsty, so there are guys coming and trying to get on her, and they're doing all of this and they carrying on. But there were other guys who was like, "No, man, she's drunk. Just leave her alone. Go away." You know what I mean? And it got to the point where one and the other guys who were doing it were drunk too, so they're not even thinking straight. But these guys were like, "No, you're not gonna do that. Oh, do you know? No, I don't know." But you could tell she's not all there. They go away. I live in a college town. And I've seen, and I still see stuff like that happening, and everybody's just there waiting to get their chance at this person. And nobody's saying, "I'll take you home," you know what I mean? Back off. Everybody's just trying to get theirs. And those who would say back off are just standing there watching it, videotaping it. I'm going to go viral. And this sounds like a negative video, and my videos are usually positive, but it's just things that I've been noticing and stuff. Stark difference to what I'm used to, or what I used to be used to. And I'll be honest with you, for the longest while I kind of isolated myself, and I'm back out there now. And I've noticed that when you're like I smile all the time, and I'd like to think of myself as a genuine person, but for some reason, and I have to let me reiterate, maybe it's just the area I live in, that you just attract broken people, and they latch on to you, and they suck your energy. But and it's like no matter how much good positive energy you exhume, they're so used to living in the negative energy that they always fall back to that. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, oh my God, would you please just stay positive consistently all day for once? Because I generally stay positive all day. But then all of a sudden it's just negative, 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 negative. And it's hard. It's hard. And that's one reason why with this channel here, I always try to maintain my positive outlook on life. Maintain that positive outlook, man. It's not, if you're alive, you could still have the capability of shaping how your life is going to be, or how your day is going to go. Like, okay, I go to work. The job is not the best in the planet. It's just definitely not. It's just crazy and all of that. But when you walk in and everybody's complaining, just complaining over and over and over and over again. And I'm trying to crack jokes, and I'm trying to, do this. But it always go back to the whole negative thing. Always, And, this is why I want to spread positivity. And I know that's some kind of cliche. I know it does. And it's not because the world needs it. But Bob Marley had a song where he said, "One drop, ripple effect." That's, I just want to be one big giant drop to create a ripple effect, especially with the people in the immediate surroundings. It ain't working. The other day I saw a kid complaining that he didn't get any bubble gum, and this was like a 5-year-old. His mom was about to give it to him. He whined the whole time he was there, and then when she decides she's not buying it, her mind was made up, she's walking away, bam, he smacks his mom. I was like, whoa. You know what I mean? That's unheard of where I'm from. You smack your mom, boy, everybody's going to be on you. Now, that's not like a 5-year-old. So I mean, just cursing in front of your parents. And again, it's not because of my age. It's no, it's the same thing now. I remember one time some people came to the island, and they were having this. We were stuffing envelopes, and they were paying us some money for stuffing the envelope. And they had all of us Caribbean kids in there, and there was one foreigner and his dad. His dad was in charge. And I remember something irritated the kid. He was like 15 years old. We were around the same age. Something irritated him and he just lashed out the F bomb. And his father is standing right there, and every Caribbean kid in that room went, because we expected Pops to lay the boom down, because that's total disrespect to be talking like that in front of your father. And instead of the father telling the kid, hey, watch your mouth, or blah, 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 he's like, shut the F up. Why you want to be, and he's just like, explicitives. And we just sitting there like, they cursing in front of each other. What is this craziness? Let me tell you how strict it was, and still is to a certain degree. If somebody says something to you and you say, no, you can't do that. You have to say, excuse me, or something like that. Learn to speak properly. I don't know, maybe it's just that I'm homesick or something like that. But it's like, I'm seeing the differences. And you would think after all these years I've assimilated to it, and it wouldn't be at the back of my mind, and I'm sitting at home thinking about it, but it is in the back of my mind, and maybe it's just time, Maybe it's just time. That peace and quiet, man. I'm looking forward to that. Looking forward to just sitting there and all I hear is the ocean. Or sitting in the forest and all I hear is like birds whistling and monkeys singing, whatever they do, you know what I mean? Or the stream trickling down outside there in the forest and thing, Or the moon glistening off the ocean. When you live in a concrete jungle, you don't really get to see the stars. You gotta go way out where there's no city lights in order for you to see the stars. There's a river about 2 blocks down here. It's a pretty decent sized river. But when the moon is up, you don't really see the moon glistening off the river because there's so much modern lights blocking out the natural light, you know what I mean? So it's quite possible a thing, I'm just homesick for the natural. For the natural. And where I live is actually, when you go out of here, it's actually really pretty, It's the foothills and the mountains are really pretty. There's a place I'd like to go visit. It's called, they have a bridge day there where everybody jump off a bridge. It's a really high bridge. And it's beautiful out there, especially in the fall when the leaves are turning and stuff like that. It's very beautiful out there, Yeah, looking for the positive. But I'm just here, just babbling at you all, Chilling out today. I'm gonna get up here in a minute and go make me a nice little salad. It's not a salad. It's a bunch of greens I eat. You know what I mean? Changed up my diet and got my energy back some. Now, I plan to do more videos with just me outside talking and you know what I mean? Telling stories and asking for those ghost stories, and they come in. You know what I mean? I just want to get acclimated with the camera and stuff again, so I could start doing that. You know what I mean? And hope you guys are having a good day, man. I'm gonna keep this video kind of short, but I'm not gonna have a set schedule to do this. Whenever something hit me, I'll just come on here and I'll just talk to you, tell you stories, even if it's just like, hey, this is what happened today, this funny story happened today, you know what I mean? I'll come on here and I'll just talk to you all, because I'm usually by myself, so I'll just talk to you all. Hope you all are having a good day. You know, I hope the week has gone great, and I hope you're looking forward to the weekend and thing. It's really muggy here, so I'm probably gonna take a walk this weekend, and I might just, video that bad boy, and make a sort of collage of the stuff I did this weekend, and put it up here, But just keep watching, man. Subscribe to the channel. Keep commenting. Keep throwing the likes and thing my way, you know what I mean? And let's just have conversation, get to know each other, get to know where we are, and who we are around, what we doing, what we love to do. We could share. Get to know each other. Y'all take care, alright? Cool running.